welcome to Super Chosen Plays, and we're playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! So, right now we're trying to decide to go first. You have Mitsurugi K9 versus Pure Dracotail. It looked like I won the die roll, so I'll be going first. So, one thing I'm thinking about when I'm looking at my hand is like, alright, what all can I do? Do I have both sides of my engine going? And if I do, how do I want to start? So as you see, open up prayers, add the Amino Abakiri during the draw phase, so I don't get drolled. And so now I'm trying to debate whether or not there's something more that can be done here before I pass it on and go from the draw phase to standby to main phase. So I'm starting off with Amino Abakiri. This is very risky because if he has an Ash here, it can be detrimental to my final end pieces, and then if he has draw here, it prevent me from adding from the K9 side of the ender piece. But as you can see, he appears to have no hand traps at this time, and so I am off to the races. I'm still skeptical because he could be waiting for a bigger payoff or waiting for me to actually invest more into the board, but it appears to me that he don't really have anything worth ashing, or I didn't have enough ash targets for him. Like, I played Lantern there. Lantern is going to add from deck to hand a K9 card. We end up getting Case here. Activate Case effect to add. For some strange reason, for this particular day, Lantern just loved being in my hand, and I didn't quite understand. But it is what it is. So we go grab the Jokul. So that telegraphs, or should be telegraphed to him, that I have another means or another starter in hand. So Jokul, reveal Jokul, and like Jokul and Izuna. And with this, I'm going to activate Izuna to Foolish Burial. So typically Lupin would be what I'd be sending to graveyard, but in this case, I'm going to send, I believe, Nori here. And the reason why I'm sending Nori is because I want knowledge. I want to know what's in his hand, and I can do that here by sending it to grave and then bringing it back with a lantern. It says I only play 2 lanterns. That means I'm out of lanterns for the remainder of this duel, but in pursuit of getting that knowledge, it's really worth it. So Jokul adds the lantern, and then I want to add some insulation, so we're gonna run Ripper here. Activate Ripper immediately on summon to add the Lupin, so if he does have anything or any card effects he wants to activate, we'll have response for. Oh, never mind. I end up going with Izuna instead. So now we're going to go Lantern, target Nori. Special summon the Nori, special summon the Lantern. Nori effect. I'm going to tribute tribute Izuna here, just to get knowledge. So I realize he has Arugula, Nibiru, Surapali, Lucius, and Rahu. And that told me his hand is absolutely dreadful. So now we can go full combo. Doesn't worry about anything. We have installation from Nib. So now we go into Carnal Normality. And now we're going to go just pure Mitsu here. We're going to go Mitsu Ritual from hand, sending materials from deck. And I just wanted to confirm his hand one more time. We're like, that is absolutely terrible. We have the Ripper, who's going to eat the Nib if he decides to Nib. Now would be the time, but he figures that he will hold on to Nib for his turn to use this discard fodder for fusion. So now we're gonna go add to the hand, chain link 1 Kusanagi, chain link 2 Aramasa, add more Kumo, Kusanagi, add back the ritual, activate ritual, get out Futsu here. I really want to maximize like every card in my hand as much as I possibly can. More Kumo here to add. Morikumo is going to add Morikumo is going to add to my hand. I think I'm going to go for Great Purification here. No, Yeah, 8 add great purification. So now we have everything we need to fully set up. The only issue that I realized was I didn't make IP when I was supposed to have made IP. And because I didn't make the IP, that kind of put me a little bit behind. But we're all good. We're going to overlay for number 38, Hope Harbinger. Now, the only thought process I had was where to put the Hope Harbinger, whether or not to put him in the extra monster zone or put him just on the field. And I think I decided to put him in the exact same monster slot. So we're gonna set 2 cards and pass it over. So he's going to draw, and right now he's trying to debate whether or not he can crack my board or break through my board. But it's going to be relatively difficult for him to break through my board. He started with Lucius and activate effect, detach 2 to negate. Doesn't destroy, just negate. Just verifying whether or not it's destroyed, and it does not. It's just going to negate the effect. So now, let him continue. He go Rahu. I'm going to eat Rahu. And then last but not least, he's going to go Super Poly here, pitching Grave, using both of monsters. Now, the only thing that I could say here was he should have started off with Super Poly to make Secretary and Dragon, Lucius get her effect. But he didn't do that, and because of that, he got Ripper. And now he can't break through the board, as well as give me fodder and Grave like more Kumo to bring back with prayers. So those are like minor tweaks to his play that probably would have made it a little bit better. And then from there he should be trying to special summoning or forcing me to interact with him by getting multiple things to activate here. I go Izuna, special Izuna effect to send. Now we send the Lupin effect to special. Now Lupin effect to exceed. And now we're gonna go Nash 9. Nash 9 on summon, detach 2, equipped. I think I did C107. I'm sorry, C101. And then I ate his Secretary and Dragon. And so now I completely dominate the board. He just scoops it up here. There's nothing he can do. And he made a little joke here that Nori is a card that does nothing but everything. And I agree. Nori does phenomenally well for this deck. It patches the holes that both engine has. And due to the fact that you ran a very like skeleton crew of a deck of the Mitsu engine, Nori facilitates that really well by just giving you that knowledge of what your opponent has. When he is normal summon, he can special summon another from deck. He just immediately applies pressure. That what makes Nori so good. He just constantly applying that pressure. So right now, we're sleeping up, getting ready for game 2. The cards I took out were 3 copies of Draw and Lock, the 1 copy of Futsu, 1 copy of Great Purification, and then the last card was like a little flex spot card, and I think it was Ghost Spell. I took out 1 copy of Ghost Spell here. Nope, it was Crossout. I took out Crossout. Because I'm taking out the Drolls, Crossout don't need to be in there. Crossout is only for Droll. So Droll prevents my deck from actually being able to play. So that was the thought process here. I have a pretty standard siding pattern when it comes to this deck. It's very non-flexible. There are definitely cards I do not want to see playing into my opponent's board going, game 2. The cards I'm putting in is 2 copies of Thrust, 2 copies of Thrust, 2 evenly matches, and I was experimenting with Great Huber Inscription. As we finish up siding here, we're getting ready for game 2. He finishes siding. I finished my siding. Now we're about to shuffle it up and get ready for game 2. So now that we're getting ready for game 2, the thought process is what is important to me, what's important to him. And it appears to me what's more important to me is like preventing him from playing and doing like a crackback. I know Dracotail inboard looks kind of weak on the surface, but it could be one of the more powerful inboards in the game currently. There still are a 1.5 card starter deck, so that's something he be mindful of. And so right now I'm shuffling it up and I'm hoping I get a pretty decent hand, so I just don't get completely obliterated. So now we're getting ready to start the game. The rule of thumb is shuffling 10 times will organically mix your deck up to its maximum proportion, or so I heard. Straight cuts. And he decided that he is going to go first. Okay. So now he's going to start with K9. Very good start for him. I think he don't go got Lucius. Yep. And from here, he asked me if I had anything. Don't have anything. So Lucius, effect to add. Typically they go for Femena. Now he's gonna go for Femena, effect to fuse. I have no responses for that. Fuse, like you use Pan and K9. So go for Arthelion. So Chain Link 1 Arthelion, target the Femena. Here, he just wanted to target the Femena, but I asked him, why do you want to not add 2 back to hand? That doesn't make sense. He's setting the Rahu. And then he's going to set Flame. Next CFA Rahu. Sending the Femena and the Arugula. So now he's going to go set Sting and Horn. So he gets the full setup for the Dracotail. So now I have to play into his board, which is not very fun. Activate a Arugula effect to put back the Femena. To put himself back and add Femena back to hand, so he has plays for next turn. So now with Femena in hand, he feels confident enough to pass the turn over to me. We're setting one more, which is the Fallen and the Virtuous. Is either Fallen or Virtuous or Super Poly. So, draw phase, standby, main phase, battle. So I'm going battle here because I have evenly matching hand. So now he has anything he wants to activate. This is the time and when to activate it, but he cannot Femena since Femena is only main phase only. All he can do is go Horn, save one of his cards, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to lose so many resources here that he won't be able to get back into the game. So he's trying to debate what to do, what to put back. So right now, the reason why he's activating Horn is he's trying to get access to another name to go along with the Femena that he already has in hand. And I think he just top deck into Ash Blossom here. So he's going to keep falling in the Virtuous. So I think his side card is Super Poly. So now he's spec bailing the Nori, which was not a bad move, but it was definitely, he had no other choice. That's the beauty of Nori, is either you're going to stop his effects of special summon when he is normal, or you're going to allow me to special summon, allow me to plus super hard, and then allow me to acquire knowledge. So right now I'm using Izuna to Foolish. Izuna is going to send the graveyard Joko. So that telegraphs that I have Lantern, or the ability to get to Lantern, which I do when I make Ripper, sorry. Ripper effect, detach, add Lantern. So I obviously cannot kill because of evenly. However, I can put him so far behind that it doesn't matter anymore. So we're gonna go add Lantern here. I'm sorry, I grabbed a case for K9. A case for K9, add Lantern, activate Lantern, and he just scoops it up because this is that card was Super Volley. And right now he's telling me that he should have put in Muddy Mud Dragon, which would have been useful because he'll be able to super power my board, but if I recall correctly, I have full combo in hand. Yeah, and so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Evenly matched was the MVP. I've been testing that more and more. I am liking evenly in the main deck because it's how we out those troublesome boards that Dracotail has to build. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Super Sows and Plays out. Just a real quick update for you guys. I want to shout out K9, 17 Ripper, and Amano no Mitsurugi. They both are phenomenal cards for this particular iteration of the deck. We all know Ripper facilitates installation from Nib and Droll, as well as Amano no Habakiri really gets all the plays going. Get your board wipe, get your Omni Negate, get your Recursion. Putting these two decks together really helps out a lot at picking up where the other part of the engine lacks. Nori gives you the knowledge of what you need to learn to play around and what you need to be prepared for following next turn, while Ripper tells you that you all in the clear to play however you choose to play this hand. Obviously these two by themselves do a lot, but when you add in the additional Omni Negation, the Recursion, the hand traps, this strategy can be overwhelming for most mid-tier decks, and it can be even strong in combating the higher tier decks like the Mitsurugi Yami or the Dracotail branded variants of the decks that's currently floating about. Obviously our side deck needs to be more tuned to go against things like Lunar Lights and go against things like Malice, but that's something that you, or me in this case, will discover when I do more and more testing. Super Sows and Plays out, guys. Thanks for watching.